video games, entertainment, and pop culture right here on the Arena Productions Live.
And we are live for the Arena Productions Live for August 30th, Wednesday, 2023. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. Burley, how are you?
Doing good. How are you, Expat?
I've been really busy. My cat, he's, Thomas, he's still sick. And
sorry to hear that, man.
He's still basically going to the bathroom everywhere in our place right now. So every 10 seconds. So I'm just basically, on cleanup duty at the moment, just watching out for him. Hopefully he gets better soon. So yeah. How about you? Busy?
Yeah, I've been busy. I streamed Sea of Stars last night for over 3.5 hours. Had a lot of fun with that.
Nice.
And they reported their sales numbers, over 100,000 sold in 24 hours. The game is still selling, even though it's on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, which is I'm glad to hear.
Nice. And how many new people did you get into your stream last night?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. Well, one's better than nothing, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So cool. All right. So Burley, what do we got in this episode? We're talking about they're gonna have a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so I had to wear my Mario hat again for this episode. So Super Mario Brothers Wonder. We're gonna be seeing more of that, I guess. We'll talk about that. Atari. Yeah. Atari making a sequel to Pong. We're going to talk about Atari. That's my game system, Burley. That was my first console, the Atari 2600.
I remember.
Yeah. Starfield, let modders mod. We'll tell you what they're going to be modding all to hell later on. And of course, we're also going to talk about Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. There's some new DLC. We're going to talk a little bit about that for the game release of the day. And then, of course, finally, our entertainment section, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, some updates on Season 3. So we'll be talking about that as well. All right. So, Burley, let's go ahead and jump into the news about the Direct tomorrow. So we've got... I'll go ahead and get the... It was actually a tweet over on X. So I'll go ahead and throw that in there. And then I'll play a little bit of the trailer of Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So, Burley, let's talk about what we think they're going to show more of in Super Mario Brothers Wonder. What do you think this Direct will show that we haven't seen already? Yeah.
Well, they have announced the Direct is roughly 15 minutes long. So we're gonna get. They say it's obviously Mario Wonder, so they're gonna give you some. They're gonna give you more of that elephant power, and I'm predicting we're gonna get some other powers, and so show that off. Show some new stuff you can do in this game that you couldn't do in some of the others, because this game is coming in about a month. Yeah, a month and 20 days. So they're gonna want to show off some stuff to make people really want to get into this and see why is this different compared to all the other new Super Mario Brother games, because they released a ton of those. So they want to make stuff that make people want to play, and this whole mechanic with the world changing and the timers. So it'll be interesting to see what they show off. I wouldn't be surprised if we get. This is our first thing, because they said that we're supposed to get something with Charles Martinet voicing. So I wouldn't be surprised we get a little intro into beginning of the Direct or end of Direct with him saying, thank you for.
Yeah, I think it'll be at the end. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. So, but God, Burley, how many levels are going to be in this one? You think? I mean, how many maps and levels? I mean, geez.
It'll be 40 to 50 levels, I think.
Yeah.
Because they usually give 6 to 8 for a world.
Right.
In these kind of games, so
yeah, good stuff. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
pretty. I'm looking forward to playing it. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, this is a game I actually do have pre-ordered on the Switch. I did the Nintendo because I finally did the thing where you can do the ticket vouchers on the Switch. I did this and Mario RPG, and doing so I saved like $30-$40. So I was like,
yeah, I mean, this is a game I could see myself playing during the holiday season. I mean, yeah, I mean, this would be really cool to do that at that point. So yeah, we're getting the Direct tomorrow. So of course we'll be covering it for you here on the Arena Productions Live. So whatever information comes out of it, you can be sure to get it here. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow as well. So yeah, excited for it, man. Yeah. So yeah, I'm wondering when we're gonna get the announcement for Odyssey, the next one. You know,
I think that's next year. You're
Switch
gonna get
2. Yeah,
on the next console.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna come to the current Switch.
No.
So anyway, all right. So next up, Atari. So let me go ahead and get this off here and get the Atari one up. So the Atari 2600 and Pong. Good stuff. So I'll go ahead and show you this and show you where the link to the story from Games Radar. Atari is making a sequel to Pong. So I'll read a little bit of this for you here. So yeah, Pong getting an artful reimagining that looks pretty great. So, and I'll go ahead and show you part of it in a minute. So Atari is billing Comp 2 as, quote, a creative sequel to the seminal classic Pong that asks the question, quote, what would happen if the Pong ball escaped the paddles, end quote. The result borders on defying description, but it looks like playing through Portal by way of Celeste with a Pong ball. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and show you a little bit of this here. So... yeah.
Yeah. So when I found this, like I saw this story, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then when I saw when this video here, because it'll start short when they start showing it off, it's really interesting.
Yeah. This is traditional Pong here. What if there was more to the story? Okay, yeah, it looks, interesting.
Yeah, like a little, you're a
puzzles and all these different like levels and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh boy, I wonder what the difficulty level is going to be like on this. It's probably going to be pretty difficult.
Well, I'm sure going to start off pretty easy, get your feet wet. Get used to it, and then like later ones where you had to hit all those things to get the doors open.
Kind of get that Super Meat Boy vibe there.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
something different, something unique for, especially like if you think Pong, you're like, just the basic table tennis kind of game, and it's like they did something. They're doing stuff unique, and then enemy balls that you can hit into that'll kill you.
Yeah.
But they're calling it Quomp 2, which is interesting.
Yeah. That is pretty interesting there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is a game for me though. I mean, I played Pong like when I was in elementary school. So I mean, there's so much stuff coming out early. I don't know if I'd be into
this is a Game Pass like game where if it's like on Game Pass, PS Plus, or one of these services,
like retro classics or something, that they throw it in there.
You try it for a half hour, see how it is, and what you think.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not a game I'm willing to get my money, get my credit card out, and go buy.
No. All right, so next up, good old Starfield. So the mods are going to be happy, Burley. Starfield will let modders make entire planets. So this is from over at gamingbolt.com. So I'll read a little bit of it for you. Bethesda Game Studios titles have a long and storied tradition of being havens for the modding community. And titles put out by the studio has enjoyed incredibly long lives as a result of what the community has created using their modding tools. Unsurprisingly, Starfield looks set to continue that tradition. Earlier in the year, Starfield director Todd Howard said that the spacefaring RPG will be a quote, a modder's paradise, end quote. But exactly how far can we expect that to go? Well, during a recent Q&A on Bethesda's German Twitch channel, Senior VP of Global Communications and Marketing, Pete Hines, dropped a curious hint on that front. Apparently, Starfield's modding tools will allow players to create entire planets of their own. Quote, how'd you like to make a planet, end quote, Hines said. Starfield is due out on September 6th for Xbox Series X and S and PC, with its early access release set for tomorrow. So you can check out its exact global release timings on this website that I am referring to here. So, Burley, are you going to mod a planet?
I don't think I will, to be honest. I've never sat there and played with these mod tools. I'll be honest, but like even if they didn't give mod tools Bethesda, they already know their people will make them and do it anyways. So I at least appreciate Bethesda just steps into it and says, you know what, people are going to do it. We might as well give them tools and just let them go for it. Yeah. That is cool that, hey, we can make our own planets, but I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, I can make the planet in my game. That's great and all. I want to be able to, I'm hoping I can share it and we can all trade planets and add them into the universe.
Yeah.
Game for each other. So that way, because I suck at making this kind of stuff. I would love to play other people's planets and stuff and see what people have created.
Yeah. I would want to mod a planet that has like so many different environmental situations where, you know, if marauders or some people were coming to try to, you know, infiltrate, say I built a base there and we're trying to infiltrate my base, you know, the environment would get in the way. So, I mean, like an ice planet or something like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I probably won't be modding, but I can see a lot of people modding many, many different types of planets. So whether they're arid desert planets or, you know, frozen tundras, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for that. So,
yeah, it'll be definitely very interesting to see.
Yeah.
My kind of hope is not only because we know this is obviously for PC.
Yeah.
Can we get this for console?
Exactly.
If I'm on my Xbox, can I just go into a mod section and start downloading mods? Like, they did that with the Skyrim anniversary and all that.
Right.
So I'm hoping we get this for Starfield on the Xbox. This should be there.
Now, go ahead.
It doesn't need to be like. I'm not expecting to, like, if I try and make stuff on my Xbox, making it difficult, like it's not easy to do on the Xbox, it's better on the PC, fine. I just want to be able to download people's mods on my Xbox.
Yeah. You know, the embargo lifts tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see how many reviews are like in the mid to high 90s. We shall see. But I think it was, what was it, Eurogamer? I heard the news about Eurogamer just now from Microsoft. Just today was able to get their review copy. So
wow.
Eurogamer is basically going to be very, very late in giving their review of the game. And
they're probably going to do, because they want. Let's be honest, they're a website, they're a business.
Yeah.
Reviews go public tomorrow. They're going to make a quick little. Not full review, but just a quick review of the first X amount of hours.
Right.
Because they want the website traffic, but getting the code so late, that's interesting. So is Eurogamer and Microsoft not have a good relationship?
Well,
they do something?
You can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Eurogamer in the past has been more lenient towards PlayStation when it comes to positive reviews. So
Eurogamer's been doing the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah, in your mind, Burley, I guess. Yeah, and in PlayStation fans' minds.
Carl agrees with me on this. He knows it.
Yeah. Well, Carl was on X tweeting all about it. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Eurogamer says about Starfield, as well as all the other publications and what they have to say about it. So the embargo lifts tomorrow, so there's going to be a ton of reviews coming out. So we'll probably cover some of them, the ones we can get our hands on first here. So looking forward to that. So, all righty. So next up, let me go ahead and get to the next image, or actually trailer we're going to show here coming up. So Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So that is out today. So you can go to releases.com and check out all of the games that are coming out this week and later on for the rest of the month and into September and beyond. So releases.com, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So Rayman in the Phantom Show releases today on the Switch. So I'm going to go ahead and play that trailer here, and then we go ahead and get it up for you and start it up. So, and then I'll read a little bit of the synopsis for you. So once it comes up here on my screen. So here we go. Ooh, for some reason it just blew up. Here we go. In this new adventure, separate from the main game story, the Phantom now works as a studio director at the Dramatic Space Opera Network, an uncanny TV studio filled with Easter eggs and props. As the studio's TV ratings hit a new low, the Phantom needs the help of true stars that can help him return to his former glory. The help of true stars, players can control Rayman, Rabbid Peach, and Rabbid Mario as they explore brand new levels with vertical exploration on a variety of TV studio sets. So it's out today on the Switch. So what do you think, Burley?
About time Rayman gets it back into a game.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I own this game. I'm not buying the DLC. I'll be completely honest.
Ooh, why not?
I did not think this game was that good.
Don't tell our community member Tawil that. Tawil loves this game. Yeah,
I know he loves it. I like the first one. The first one was a really good game. I think the first game was a much stronger entry than this. This game has good ideas, but in the execution of them, I don't think was as good. But hey, I know this is the second DLC for this game. They already had one earlier. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a fan of it, you're a fan of Rayman, check out the DLC. I'm a Rayman fan. I just don't want to go back to the game. The game wasn't for me. Plus, I got Sea of Stars.
Burley, why have we not gotten another mainline Rayman game?
See, that's the thing I don't get with you. Like Ubisoft, they milk Assassin's Creed to freaking death. They milk Tom
because it's the best game in their catalog. Burley, come on, Assassin's Creed. That's where it's at.
Yes and no. Some of those
for
Assassin's
me.
Creed, some of those Assassin's Creed games, I love the earlier games, were so good. And
come on, man! Origins is great too. Origins and Odyssey. Yeah,
I need to go back to Origins. I did buy it, but
yeah, it's great. But anyway, yeah. So, but why have we not gotten another mainline Rayman game?
Well, this I don't get. Like, you don't need to make a big long platformer game. You make a $30 digital download Rayman game that is only a couple hours long. No one's going to complain. The only complaint is, I wish it was a little longer, but it was great. Like Rayman Legends. I have it on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Phenomenal game. I also got it on PlayStation because they gave it away on PS Plus the 1 month.
Yeah.
One of the best platformers. It is a harder platformer, but it does the nice thing of there's no lives. Checkpoints are like pretty much every room.
Right.
So you can fail for a while.
Yeah.
You'll sit and you'll get there. But you're never getting so frustrated of like, fuck this, I quit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I failed. I can do this. I know I can do this.
Yeah, and I love the color palettes in the Rayman games. It's so beautiful. I mean, it reminds me of like on the Xbox side with Ori and the Will of the Wisps and those type of games. I mean, just so beautiful. I'm really looking forward to another one. Yeah.
I'm still surprised. You know what? Because of all the retro revivals and remakes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they have not remade Rayman 2 from back in the PS1 era. Because that game is beloved by so many people. I've barely played it.
Yeah.
I do hope to play it someday, but it's like I'm shocked they haven't done that, because that's one of those things of like Square remaking Final Fantasy VII. Open if you want to make money.
Right. Exactly. All right, so that's going to do it for our gaming part of the Arena Productions Live. So it's time to move on to our entertainment section. And Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Season 2 just finished. But now everybody's wondering when we're going to get Season 3. And another thing I just want to mention, besides Star Trek Strange New Worlds, we got an update on The Last of Us HBO Season 2, and it doesn't look good. It looks like it's going to be a while before that comes up. Obviously, because of the strikes, but yeah, could be a lot longer than we expect. But
actually, the real report is because they got the mountain from Game of Thrones to be Abby, and trying to get the costume for Abby's costume to fit on that person is going to take forever.
Where did you get that one, man? Where did you get the mountain? Come on, yeah. I mean, you got to get Arya. You got to get Maisie Williams to play.
No, because
actually
because Joel is played by Pedro Pascal.
She was when this project was first announced. Before any of the casting was done, almost everybody out there was saying Maisie Williams is going to play Ellie.
She would have. I think she would have done a good job. But what is it? Yeah. Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey is great.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job on it.
And she's the perfect age. I mean, she's 19 years old, and she's right at the age Ellie is in The Last of Us Part 2. So yeah, it's perfect. But it might be a few years before we get the Last of Us Season 2. But that's another story. So let's go ahead and get to the Strange New World story. So about the Season 3 update. So I will give you the article here from trekmovie.com, and I'll read a little bit of it for you. So it goes on. When the WGA strike started in May, it stopped work on the third season of Strange New Worlds. While walking the picket line at Paramount, co-showrunner Henry Alonzo Myers confirmed, quote, "We won't be able to shoot any of the Season 3 until after the strike is done." Yeah. End quote. That was about 6 weeks before the actors also went on strike. In his Trek Movie podcast interview, Chris Fisher revealed just how close the Strange New Worlds team was to starting production. So basically, they were really close to starting production already on Season 3. So he says, quote, "I was going to direct the premiere episode. I had storyboarded pretty much the entire first episode. That's how close we were to starting shooting. We were 1 day away from flying the actors in. We were like, quote, do we fly the actors in, end quote? That's when it went above my pay scale." So, a big part of Fisher's job is managing the AR wall virtual set. Building the visual effects for this needs to be done in advance of production. And Fisher revealed the team was well on their way when the WGA strike shut down work. He says, quote, "I think we were up to episode 7 of Season 3 with AR. We had a document. Here's your 10 genres. Here's your 10 worlds. And we were into episode 7, Season 3 when we were shut down and we were doing some exciting stuff. We found a way now to use the AR wall in almost every episode. We were almost done with Season 3 AR by the time we shut down for the strike. Everything I've heard from the studio is they can't wait to get back on the horse as well. Once the strike is over, fingers crossed, I don't think it's going to be long till we're back up and running." So I'm going to stop there so you can check out the rest of this at trekmovie.com. But my take on this is they're already doing what they can that isn't affected by the strike. And once the strike is over, all they really need to do is get the actors in and get the filming done. And then they can go into the post-production. So maybe there's still hope or a chance that we can get season 3 in 2024? What's your thought, Burley? If the strike ends, of course.
Yeah, if the strike ends soon,
yeah,
they could get it for late 2024, early 2025.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that they had a lot of stuff. They were mapping stuff out and stuff. That's good, and that we're working on stuff and getting close to being like, yeah, let's get the actors back. Let's get them. Let's go. Yeah, I like that because they ended. Spoiler: they ended season 2 on a cliffhanger.
Yes.
So you want to get that back up and going because you don't want to make it, a year or two later, and then people are like, what the hell happened at the end of season 2? And you got to have a 5-minute synopsis of the first episode of season 3 to recap what happened at the end of season 2.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Not only Star Trek, but I think every show is going to try to do this. I mean, as soon as this strike is over, boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's get everybody back in. Let's get them out. Let's get them on a plane. Let's get them here tomorrow. Let's get this stuff up and running. Because they're losing money, and the fans out there are getting more frustrated in how long these strikes are taking place. I mean, as long as the writers and the actors get a decent pay, which they deserve, then of course, let's be practical and let's get this thing done, and then boom, then they can start up again and hopefully get things done. But don't rush it. That's the thing. Don't rush it and make a poor a product, a poor show. I mean,
but people, the thing is, like, shows like this, I don't worry too much about because they've shown from the 2 seasons they've done, they care about quality. And I think Last of Us will be the same, where they're going to sit and take their time and care and get the quality right.
Yeah.
It's everything else I'm scared of because shows will be like, we haven't recorded. Let's say the strike goes till early next year. The strikes.
Yeah.
When they get back on set, they are going to want to just get shit because there's nothing, and they're like, we want to get our show out first, so that way we have something out. So that way we can say we're not just doing reruns of all this TV here.
Right.
Here, we're the first show out after all these strikes.
Exactly. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully things will, get situated before the end of this year so that they can get everything done and we can get these shows out, and, before the end of next year at least. So, we shall see. All right, so just some programming notes. Of course, our gaming news podcast, the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast, is changing times. So episode 144 will be recorded live here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel this coming Friday night for you out there in the West, in the US and the UK, or in Canada, I should say. So Friday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, starting this coming Friday, September 1st. So please stay tuned for that. For me, I live out here in Japan, so it'll be Saturday at 11 a.m. We'll start recording live. So hope you can catch us for that. And of course, we also have a Patreon. So patreon.com/TheArenaProductions. Productions. Please go and check out our Patreon, where you can get all of our content, of course, ad-free, and we have exclusive content as well. The post shows that we do after the podcast, those are exclusive to our patrons. So a lot of great content over there, and it's all ad-free as well as exclusive. Some of the content over there is exclusive to our patrons. So think of coming over there and checking it out. And there is a 7-day free trial, so you can check out our content over there for 7 days on a free trial with no obligations. And it helps to support our content creation. So, any support would be greatly appreciated. So check out our Patreon, patreon.com/TheArenaProductions. Productions. So, Burley, any last words before we finish up?
Yeah, and also thank you everyone that has come watch it, whether you watch it live or just when the video up here on YouTube. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like and comment, just so that does help us, and we do always like hearing from everyone. And also, we do also have a membership here up on YouTube. You can join it. It supports the channel, but you also get cool emoticons you can use here for when we stream here on YouTube, as well as other people's streams up on YouTube. As well as we also do have super chat and super thanks, just ways to help support the content.
Yep, and super stickers as well. So so all of that just to help support our content over here. So we really appreciate it. And this live episode will also go up to our playlist, the Arena Productions Live. So if you're coming in later on to check out the content here on the channel, you can check out this video in video on demand. So thank you so much for all of your support and watching. All right, so that's going to do it for our Wednesday edition. So we've got that Mario Brothers Wonder tomorrow, Burley, and of course the Starfield, reviews should be, the embargo should be lifting. I don't know if it lifts. I don't know if it lifts when we're recording tomorrow. So it might be the Friday show that we go through them. I'm not sure, but it's either tomorrow or Friday's episode where we'll be going over some of the reviews of Starfield. So stay tuned for that anyway. All right. So that's going to do it. I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley Burlerman Gaming. Hope to catch you tomorrow for the next edition of the Arena Productions Live. So live here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel. So anyway, take care, everyone, and we hope to catch you tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.